Hello everyone, Joe Salazar here with Remax, here to give you another market update, this time for the month of October. Let's get started. So you probably all know that there's been an interest rate cut by the Bank of Canada. That's spurring more interest from buyers, and more buyers are being qualified for a mortgage. So I think November is going to look okay for numbers, as well as December, and hopefully going into the new year. So let's start with the big homes. Big homes. 4 bedrooms upstairs, 2-car garage. The average list price was $1,004,000. The average sale price is $973,000. The days on the market, the average is 43. Last month it was 38, so a few more days on the market for the month of October. Not a big deal. I want to pinpoint. You can get a single home for $575,000 with 4 bedrooms and 2-car garage. So there are deals out there to be made for those who are looking for a fixer-upper to do some renovations or choose to buy it out and rent it out. There's deals, and I'll show you all along every style of home how cheap you can get one of these homes. But you have to act fast, because the days on the market are usually between 0 and 3 or 0 and 5. So they do act quickly. So if you have a realtor that wants to set up a search and keep these prices, these properties in mind for you, let me know. So the average list to sale price ratio is $30,000. Let's look at the last 4 months. July, 986, for August, 997, and down to 974 for October. Quite a few sales compared to September, but there was a little bit of a dip in the big homes, probably because there's many more to choose from, and buyers are probably picking and choosing which one they want to deal with. Let's look at the small single homes, 3 bedrooms upstairs, 1-car garage. Again, the small single home, you can get them. There's one that sold for $501,000, 2 days on the market. So the deals are out there. $749 is the average list price. $737 is the average sale price. Days on the market last month was 20. This month, October, 24 days. Reasonable. $12,000 below a list price is the average price that buyers will get for these small single homes. The last 4 months. So let's look at September, 748 down to 737 for October. A little bit of a dip, a little bit more sales than September. These are the only 2 homes that have a little bit of a price decrease. The rest of the style of homes you're going to see are going to be increases in value. Townhomes, 3 bedrooms, 1-car garage. Again, here's one. You can get a townhouse for $450,000. Crazy. You can, renovate it, or you can rent it out. 1 day on the market. So they do happen, but you do have to act quick. The days on the market last month was 28. This month is 28. So on steady for days on the market for townhomes. The average list to sell price ratio. So there's not much room for negotiations on these townhomes. The average list price is $620. The average sale price is $611. That's about $9,000 below asking price for the average townhouse. Let's look at the last 4 months. 614 down to 613, down to 607, up to 611. So a little bit better than September. 139 sales, not as many sales as September. Prices went up for October. Bungalows with 2 bedrooms minimum. Again, you can get a bungalow for $365,000. That's crazy. On the market at $375,000. Well, actually, they were on the market at $400,000. They lowered it to $375,000, and they got an offer at $365,000. 3 days on the market. Average list price $783. Average sale price $760. Last month, 22 days was the days on the market. This month, 35. Still reasonable. You're looking at around $23,000 for to get off a bungalow. So there's a little bit of room for negotiations on the bungalows so far. The last 4 months, 825, 843, down to 752, up to 760. A little bit of a bump from last month. 93 sales, so bungalows are still doing well. Again, so this earns the green arrow. Let's look at condos. Condos are any style, anything with 1 bedroom or more. Again, look at this one here on the market at 209. They sold it for 204. 1 day on the market. Great investment property to start off. If you want to start an investment property, you can fix it up and rent it out, or just rent it out as it is. So there are deals out there to be made for sure. The days on the market last month was 43. This year, only 38 days. So they're selling Condos are selling because of their lower price point. You're looking at about $11,000 below list price for a condo. Let's look to the last 4 months: 437, 415, up to 426, and up to 438. 239 sales for October is really good for condos. Let's look at the investment properties: duplexes, triplex, and fourplex. For the month of October, the average list price is $915. The average sale price is $892. Days on the market last month was 61. Doing a little bit better, 53 days on the market. Again, look at this. Here's a duplex. So on the market at $499, they got into a bidding war and probably maybe only 2 offers. And the best offer was $515, and they sold it 1 day on the market. This one had 3 bedrooms upstairs. 3 bedrooms on the main floor. Was rented at $1,800 and still rented. And the upstairs unit had a 1-bedroom unit rented at $1,400, still rented. So you could buy it out and continue having the tenants if you wish, or you buy it and move into one of the units. So there is deals out there. The average list to sale price ratio is $23,000. The last 4 months, $849, up to $891, down to $756, and up to $892. So overall, the investment properties are doing very well compared to the last 4 months. 19 sales compared to the other 3 months. So investment properties, stay on the lookout for these duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes. People are going to start jumping into these because of the interest rates. Speaking of interest rates, let's go to October. Because of the Bank of Canada price cut, now you can look at $379 for an owner-occupied property, or 4.34 for a rental property compared to 4.59. So they're out there. Deals are out there. If you have any questions about the market, let me know. If you want an appraisal for your property, let me know. That's it. Bye for now. Take care.